welcome to the stage, Kelsea Ballerini. Hello. How are you? Hey, Holly. I think everyone would like to talk about the outfit talk. Should be on
Sometimes
the
Rob's
air.
like, oh, this is a lot of girl talk.
It's too much girl talk.
Yeah.
No, I dig the all denim because
Thank you.
You
don't have to worry if it matches or not. You're
Right.
like, it matches because the top's the same as the bottom.
Yes.
Can you describe
and
what
jeans
you're wearing?
go with everything.
And jeans go with everything, they
Yeah,
say.
for those who can't see you, can you describe your outfit? What are you wearing tonight at this show?
It's like a red carpet,
Red carpet,
up in
yes.
here. I'm wearing a jean, jumpsuit.
but it's like
dig it.
70s-ish
I don't know.
style. Or, yeah, like a
I don't know.
70s. Like,
You're
you look
making me
like a
feel really
Charlie's
good about wearing
Angel.
this, though.
Like,
Thank
you could be
you.
in the new movie Charlie's Angels. Yes. See?
I'm very intimidating.
I have this I have a for real legit what do they call it? Canadian tuxedo, right?
Yeah.
I have a legit one from like 1970 that my uncle gave me.
You should have worn it.
Do
We
you-
could have been like, what was it, Britney and
Yes,
Timberlake?
Yes. Do you
Missed
think?
opportunity.
Yes.
Do you think that we can bring that back? That style? Like, is it-
I'm carrying my end of it right
all
now.
right.
Do you have
I
any
dropped the ball.
any of your parents' article of clothing that you or like a piece of jewelry that you absolutely love?
Nope.
No?
No.
Really?
That
I don't know. Like today, I'm like, well, this one we found on the floor, but this is my grandmother's ring.
Well, that's
so, like,
gorgeous.
I thought, well, this is like just a thing, but then this is
That's
little
a
tiny
real
one.
thing.
Yeah, this is definitely fake.
Well,
I wish it
wouldn't
was
have
real.
known. Don't. Yeah, you can lie.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah,
It
it's
looks pretty
gorgeous.
nice.
If anyone lost their ring, by the way, we found this on the floor. And it
Today?
is- yeah, I'm not. This is not mine.
Oh.
I'm wearing it until I find someone, the owner.
Oh.
But it was so cute. I was like, I would like to
I
wear
love
it.
that. You had me.
Some
fooled.
guy over there said it was his. I don't know if I'm buying that.
It's not real.
Are you guys comparing rings now?
Yeah.
That Morgan.
I mean, it rivals.
Morgan
yes.
Evans did a pretty good job,
He did.
right?
And you guys both have new music out.
I know.
So
I know.
how is-
Well, it's funny. But mine wasn't supposed to come out Friday. It was supposed to
Okay.
come out the next Friday after the CMA Awards.
Okay.
But now I'm performing it on the People's Choice Awards, which are Sunday.
Okay.
So we had to move it up. So now we have songs coming out on the same day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like a competition then? Are you going to be in competition?
No.
No?
No.
You're just like rooting?
Yeah, we're like, let's celebrate. Double the margs.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so.
and we Holly was talking something about earlier about you guys were just in Australia, which is where he's from.
Yeah.
That she said maybe this is wrong information, Holly, because I got wrong information about our
not.
last artist. I was told that you were making out with a koala
Okay,
bear.
that is exactly what I said, but that's not exactly what I saw. It was just like you were cuddling with a koala.
It was a face-to-face moment. I wouldn't call it a full makeout.
Oh, no tongue then.
There was no tongue involved.
Okay.
It was first base.
That's pretty.
But it's such an Australian thing. I was like, of course she's got a
Do you
koala.
know they have a new rule? If anyone that wants to go to Australia, you're like, I want to see a kangaroo when I want to pet a koala.
Okay.
You can no longer hold koalas.
Why?
They passed a law because you can go to first base with them apparently.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
you can kiss them, but you cannot hold them because it gives them anxiety. So like
Oh.
there are certain koala handlers that are allowed to hold them and then bring them around and then everyone else can kiss them, but you cannot hold it.
This is something that I don't think we would ever, like, when was the last time you saw a koala?
Yeah.
I had never. In
I
my
don't know
life.
why I have so much koala information for you tonight, but
We are like the last time that we interviewed Morgan too. We were like totally talking about Australia again because
Yeah.
it's something foreign that we don't always get to know.
Right.
So it is really interesting.
I've been to Australia twice in the last month, so I'm
Okay.
like, I feel like there's no amount of concealer to help me anymore, but it's all right.
I think we could talk about some common misconceptions of people from Australia. Like everyone thinks that Morgan is best friends with Keith Urban now because he's from Australia.
Right.
You think that's true?
I think
Oh, it
they're,
is?
I think they're buddies.
Oh,
yeah.
it is true. Okay.
Oh, so
Yeah.
It's not a misconception.
Yeah.
if you're from Australia, you're like, oh, you're from
everyone's
Australia?
best friends.
I know you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Gotta stick
That's-
together.
so let's talk about the new song "Homecoming Queen" because I love it and
Thanks.
I just think it's such a powerful song for girls.
Thanks.
And even when you're older, because you still need that. Can you tell me
Yes.
about writing that song?
Yeah. I was kind of in the busiest season of my life earlier this year and really just run down and really insecure and like feeling really vulnerable and kind of icky about myself. And Nicole Gallion and Jimmy Robbins came on the road with me. I was opening for Kelly Clarkson and we just, when you are with writers for more than just like 4 hours and you really get invested in the conversation, that's when you are able to peel back the layers and get to the heart of what you're going through. And Nicole was just like, I would have never known that you were going through this because all you show is this sparkly, glittery, happy girl side of yourself. And I was explaining that I never felt like I was allowed to have a moment, because I love my life and I'm so grateful for it, but it doesn't mean I'm not human. And so this whole song was just written about like reminding ourselves that we're allowed to have a bad day and we're allowed to show that side of ourselves. And when we do, it makes everyone else feel like they can too, which is being human, which is connective, and which is really beautiful.
And I think it's so important, too, to come from you because you have so many girl fans that are younger, too, and look up to you.
Yeah.
And to have you feel that way, it almost gives them, like, a license for that,
Yeah, I mean, it's a human emotion to have those feelings, so it's all right.
And along with the songwriting stuff, too, we were talking to one of our friends from our sister station, Stephen Clark, who is also a singer-songwriter. And he said there's a funny story about how you came about one of your first big songs, Love Me Like You Mean It, writing it with a ton of people over a pizza or something. Is this?
Yeah.
Can you tell everyone that story?
So I was signed as a songwriter. I wasn't signed as an artist yet, but I really wanted to be an artist. And so I was kind of in that season of like writing all the time with as many people that would write with me just to figure out what I was doing and what I wanted to sound like. And so I had already done 2 writes that day. And the publishing house was kind of clearing out, and it was just my friends left. And I was like, who are all songwriters. And I was like, do you guys just want to like order some pizza and just like see if we can come up with something? And we did, and we wrote Love Me. And as soon as we wrote it, I was like, I think this is something. And I like sent it to the label, and I was like, still want to be an artist.
Right.
Yeah, still want to do that.
I love that because that's like, do you want to order pizza and like write a hit song? Because I do.
It seems
and then
so,
that's what
like
happens.
to people who don't write, like it seems so nonchalant, but that's how it can happen sometimes. So if there's anyone out there that is interested in writing songs, just keep writing stuff down, right?
Keep
because
writing
you never
stuff all the time. Like you have to write so many bad songs to get a good one. I've learned.
You never
I have
know.
so many bad songs.
Yeah, because that's so Chris Jansen talks about how many he's like, I've written hundreds and hundreds of songs. I'm like,
Absolutely.
how really?
Yeah.
Hundreds of songs? Like how many bad songs do you think you've written?
There's the ones that you haven't heard.
Right, but it's just so funny because we don't because
I want to
you
hear,
don't
I
think
want to hear
about
your
that.
definition of a bad song and see if we think it's a bad song. Because
It's
I think
from- they're all
I think
amazing.
it's good to write bad songs
Yeah.
because writing for me is always just like therapeutic, and whenever you're writing to just have it be therapy, you're not thinking like, is this gonna be a hit? You're like, I'm doing this for myself. And so
that's
then
how it should be, right?
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
it should be. That's like the pureness of it. And then occasionally you get one, you're like, oh, okay.
You're like, oh, that was a good
Yeah,
one.
let me play this for my friends, see if they like it.
And also, we wanted to thank again Folds of Honor for being partnered with us on Stars and Strings. If you don't know a lot about Folds of Honor, they provide scholarships to children who have lost their parents in battle. So we'd like to ask the question: Is there a way that veterans or the military have impacted your life?
Both of my grandpas were in the military. So yes.
Yes.
My mom moved around as a kid following her dad being in the military, and so it's even closer for her.
Right, and it's a part of all of us, obviously living in America. So
Yeah.
this is why we are so appreciative of the men and women in uniform and our veterans. So we'd like to give it up for them, right? Can we hear some noise for that?
Random ass. Let's do our random asked questions.
All right, now we're going to wrap it up with some more random asked questions, and we've been asking some of the same ones to a lot of the artists here tonight. So we'll see how your answers compare. It's just a real quick question and answer. So let's start with. I want to try. A lot of people can't remember their dreams. What happened in the last dream that you can remember?
I can't remember.
None?
Yeah, no.
Come on.
I don't think I dream. I think I just go so far into the REM cycle that.
You're lucky, then, I feel like, because you get good sleep at night.
Yeah.
That's all like your complexion is all I can tell.
Whatever.
Perfect skin.
Oh my gosh. I actually have the biggest pimple of my life right now. It's covered up, and now you're going to look for it and you're going to see it. It's like a horn.
No one can. You can't.
That's
see
what
it.
Facetune is for. Like, come on.
There's an app for
Giving
that,
away
everybody.
everyone's secrets.
Yeah, you will.
All right, Holly. What's the next question?
If you could have one superhero power, what would it be?
Read people's minds.
Why didn't I say that earlier? That is a great one. I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
all about that.
Then you know everything.
Yeah, but do you want to know everything? Okay.
Actually, I have a really funny story. I promise it's quick. So I was a Girl Scout growing up, and you have this graduation ceremony going from brownie to junior.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, and on our ceremony, our scout leader gave every girl a word that described them. And it was like, empowered, kind. Mine was informative. because I like to know everything.
Oh my gosh.
So
that is very
I would
funny.
like to know what people think.
That's a word.
It's a word.
It's like
It's a word.
It sure is.
I'm informative.
See
Thanks.
this now. We're gonna skip this question. I want to read it anyways, but we know that you're not gonna be able to answer this one either because it's what keeps you awake at night. Nothing. All
Not a
right.
thing.
On to the next one. What show or movie do you quote all the time? Do you have anything that you?
I feel like this is
it's
more of a guy
Yeah,
thing.
it's kind of more of a guy thing.
It is more of a guy thing.
Guys are always quoting stuff from movies, and then they expect you to know what movie they just quoted it from.
Yeah, I'm not
Look,
good at
Holly.
that.
Is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back, making fun of guys for quoting movies?
I wasn't talking about
What
you
movie
in
is that?
particular.
See, you just did it. You
Joe
just
Dirt.
proved your point.
Joe Dirt. There you go. I know. That was yeah.
No, I don't
But
think
what
I do.
movie or well, I guess what movie or TV show are you like obsessed with right now? Do you have time to watch TV?
God, I know I am watching something, but now I can't think about it. Do you guys Empire? Morgan and I watch Empire all the time.
I watched it for a
It's
while
probably-
and then I
Oh,
stopped.
we just finished Suits, and now it's done, and that's so sad.
Never seen it.
Bachelor in Paradise, Bachelor, Bachelorette.
Okay.
We
Seen
can
that.
sidebar on it later. I have a lot of thoughts.
All right.
I'm a fangirl, like, to the nth degree, and I just, like, when I see Bachelor people, I get really starstruck, and then I'm
What?
like, wait, why am I starstruck?
This doesn't
about
make any
this
sense.
Person that,
They're
like,
just regular people.
They have no
I know.
talent.
I know. It's well,
that-
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, but
No, that some of them do. Oh boy.
I use
I
their,
said that in frnt of everybody,
I
didn't I?
use their like swipe up to get 15% off codes
Yeah.
all the time.
Well,
so.
I'll reveal something. I got picked to be on The Bachelor, and I turned it down.
Are you now fangirling over him?
Why would you do that?
There was a lot of reasons.
He met his wife.
Oh, okay. Well,
the pr-
that's a good
reason.
one.
Why don't you lead with that? I'm helping you.
Yeah.
Well, the process was really long. Like the
It's a
audition.
commitment.
Yeah. It's like 6 months. So within the 6 months, I ended up, basically being with my wife, my now wife.
That's perfect.
And so I decided that if
You
I go
like
and
to be
do
married.
this,
Public humiliation.
yeah, if I go and do this, then I'm going to be the guy who they find out has a girlfriend back at home, and then the ball blows
yeah.
up. And I said, you know what, this is not worth it. Plus, I don't want to be known as that dude from The Bachelor, right?
That's a personal
For
choice.
Kelsey, she enjoys that.
She disagrees. She's like, you
loves
should have done
that.
it. You totally screwed up. You screwed up your life, Rob. You could have been You could have been The Bachelor. It was only on The Bachelorette, not the Bachelor.
I see.
So it was
well,
one
you
of-
have to do one to do the other.
Yeah, one of 25 dudes, and like I maybe didn't even make it past night one.
Whenever you watch it now, do you think could have done it? Could have been me.
I have no regret. I watch it now and I go, thank
Well,
God
you're
I didn't.
happily married. You
Thank
shouldn't
God.
have any regrets.
Yeah, I
That's
say
good.
thank
That's
God I
good.
didn't do that. Woo!
Woo!
Right?
Wow,
Oh
this
my
has been
gosh.
therapeutic, really.
Okay.
This is
You can lay down on the couch too. This is the therapy session. All right, give it up one more
Oh,
time
my
for
lordy.
Kelsea Ballerini at Stars and Strings.